Spectacular evening here on Cape Cod in Bourne as we head to the fourth inning, scoreless between the Falmouth Commodores and the Bourne Braves. Fourth inning is our hometown announcer inning as we watch some of the top college baseball players from around the country play on the Cape. Some of the top college announcers are on the Cape as well. And taking over on the mic, Blaine McCormick from Arizona State, Grand Junction, Colorado, one of the announcers for the Bourne Braves. The fourth inning is all yours, Blaine.
Well, thank you so much, guys, and it's a pleasure to be up here as the first pitch from DeCesare into Stephen Williams goes for a ball. So the count moves, or for a strike, excuse me. Score now 0-1 to Stephen Williams. He's a designated hitter. Second pitch misses, 1-1 the count now. Williams is 1 for 1 on the day. He's singled back in his first plate appearance, and a high fly ball out to right field. Ranging back is Holt, and that's going to be out of here at Doran Park. A home run for the Commodores, and they strike first. 1-0 the score in favor of Falmouth.
Well, the first home run of the season for Stephen Williams as they score first here in this ball game. He gets high fives from his teammates.
A huge home run for Stephen Williams, the designated hitter. Puts it ahead for the Commodores. Now the first pitch to Wallner catches on the outside corner for an 0-1 count now. So far in the day, Wallner is 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the top of the second inning. That was the first out during that inning. He's the right fielder for the Commodores. The 1-1 misses outside. 2-1 the count now. You don't see a whole lot of home runs here at Doran Park, but an absolute moonshot into right field. The 2-1 swung on but fouled off.
Well, we talked about the wind before the game. It's blowing out to right field, but Williams just crushes this. There's no doubt about it. He got it elevated, the ball, got it up in that air, and that ball kept traveling.
Grounded over towards second base. Fitzgerald fields it and tosses over to first for the first out of the inning. And talking about that home run a little more, an absolute shot, like you said, and you don't see that too often from these guys. Just a great swing from Williams. You see it there in slow motion, just comes around.
That is a great swing. His hands are back, head down on the ball. That's the big thing. You see his eyes right there. Very little movement with his head down, and he just crushed that one.
First pitch to Davis Sims is in there for a strike. He's the first baseman for the Commodores. Singled back in the top of the second inning. Zeke sits with a 1-1 count now. 1-1 from DeCesare, a swing and a miss that time from Davis Sims.
Stephen Williams, look at his head down and look at his hands, bat. Look at they call it the power V with his hands and his head straight down. Look at that backside coming through. That is just a great picture of what it takes. And Stephen Williams gets it done. Sorry about that as Davis Sims grounds out.
Well, Davis Sims grounds out on a chopper over to Anthony Prado. Prado from the University of Connecticut. He's been kind of a toss-up for the Bourne Braves this season. We've seen him in the leadoff position past couple of ball games. Switches between shortstop and also second base. It's now striding in for the Commodores is Edward Julian. Strike called. 0-1 the count now to Julian. Oh, 0-1 the count to Julian. He's from Auburn University. Second pitch misses outside. 1-1 the count now, and DeCesare doesn't give up a whole lot of home runs, but then again, you don't see a whole lot of swings like that, especially from Williams. Very powerful for the Commodores. 1-1 misses outside. 2-1 the count now.
DeCesare, though, working very quickly, and after the home run, getting 2 quick outs. Only 59 pitches in this ball game.
Next pitch is lifted into center field. Murray coming in and has some trouble with it, but catches it with a little bit of a slide, so recovers off of the initial mistake. So 3 outs in the inning, but Stephen Williams, my goodness, sir. A home run for him to lead it for the Commodores. 1-0 here at Doran Park.
Backs. And of course, thank you to Major League Baseball for over 50 years of support. Attention, future Bourne Braves pitchers. Want to test out your arm strength? 5 throws for 5 for the fastest pitch in your age group. You can test your arm strength tonight in the Braves Bank tunnel located in left field. Head on down now. The Braves are excited to be starting a Dynamic Pay fundraiser. The Dynamic Pay program will help the Bourne Braves raise money while providing you the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases. It's like Apple Pay or Samsung Pay, but you want cash back and help our program. Please purchase an exclusive membership card in our souvenir shop or at the 50/50 table and start saving today. Leading off for the Braves, the catcher number 3 from Arizona State University, Lyle Lynn.
We're in the Lynn, Chase Murray, and out here in the bottom of the 4th.
1 pitch and 1 out for Matt Cantorino. A long 3rd inning, was able to pitch out of a couple of leadoff walks, striking out the last 2 hitters, and 1 pitch, 1 out right here in the 4th inning.
And Cantorino has looked very well on the mound, only giving up 1 hit, and that was to Lyle Lynn back in the bottom of the 2nd inning, a double for Lynn. As now as charge into this one is Murray, lifted into center field, and that'll be caught by the center fielder Langworthy. So 2 pitches, 2 flyouts, both to the same guy. So a quick bottom of the 4th inning so far.
A pitch count at 53, so for Cantorino, that's what you want. Throw strikes, be aggressive, pitch to contact, and the first 2 pitches, that's what happened. And quickly 2 away here. I'd like to think Fitzgerald would probably take a pitch here.
As Fitzgerald, that one plunked him on the back, so he's going to make his stride to first base off of the hit by pitch. So after 2 quick outs, Fitzgerald is aboard via the HBP.
Well, that pitch really getting away from Cantorino. As Fitzgerald takes a slow walk to first base. And this pitch here, let's look at that front side, really flies open and right off the shoulder of Fitzgerald. Oof. And
it's always tough as a ball player to take a pitch like that too. But if it's going to hit you, might as well have it in the back. His first pitch to Horwitz catches the inner half of the plate for strike 1. So far, Horwitz is 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out swinging back in the bottom of the 2nd inning. On the season, he's batting .266. Pickoff attempt over to first, and he's going to be safe. Close throw that time.
Yeah, we saw that move earlier. Cantorino with a really quick move to first base, and Fitzgerald just getting back in time.
So now Horwitz awaits the 2nd pitch of the at-bat from Cantorino, lined over towards second base, and Julian's going to scoot out of the way of this one. Fitzgerald is going to round second and into third. Now there's going to be runners at first and third for the Bourne Braves. Off of the swing, it looked like Julian was approaching it, but got out of the way, and maybe the sun was in his eyes.
Well, that's definitely what happened. Julian getting out of the way, did not see it. The sun right now, right in the eyes of the second baseman and the right fielder. Watch Julian on this play. You see him right there, and then he just loses it, tries to get out of the way. And runners at the corners now with 2 away.
You got some solid speed from Tyler Fitzgerald over at third base, as Julian's going to get some sunglasses over at second, and wisely so. You never want to play too many tricks with the sun, as if a ball does come back right at you. Julian did the right thing by going out of the way. You can give up the base hit rather than getting a ball to the face or hitting somewhere on you as well.
That's not it's not a lot of fun when you know a ball's coming at you pretty hard and you don't know where it is. Oh, nice pitch right there by Cantorino. First pitch, breaking pitch, and in there for a strike.
Serrato so far on the day, he walked back in the bottom of the third inning. Was left stranded at third base after back-to-back strikeouts from Cantorino. Pickoff attempt over to first is not in time. Cantorino, we were saying earlier that he's pitched fairly well. Now he's given up only 2 hits in the contest. Line shot up the middle, and that'll find center field for a base hit. Fitzgerald will score on the play, and now it's a tie ball game here in Bourne, Massachusetts.
Now Serratos with a 2-out RBI, getting the job done to tie this ball game. And he ties this ball game up.
For Serratos on the season, that's his 4th RBI.
Yeah, nice job right there. Breaking pitch, staying back, and driving it up the middle. So Bourne answers after a home run in the top half of the inning. They come back with one themselves.
First pitch to Prado dusts him off a little bit for ball 1. Count now 1-0 to Prado. He's from Yukon. Has a walk to his name earlier in the contest. That was back in the bottom of the third inning. Next pitch catches the strike zone for a 1-1 count. Prado coming into this game at a .295 average, 13 hits and also 9 runs. Been in the leadoff spot for the Braves for the past couple of ball games as he fouls that one off. They've been exchanging a lot of leadoff hitters throughout the season. It was Chase Murray that owned that spot for the beginning of the season. Tyler Fitzgerald made his way back into the leadoff spot and had a lot of success with a 6-game hitting streak. Past couple of ball games, Anthony Prado has really owned it after coming back from an injury. 1-2 misses up high, 2-2 the count. Runners at first and second for the Bourne Braves as Prado awaits the 5th pitch of the at-bat. Cantorino gets his sign, 1-1 the score. Swing and a miss from Prado, but the Bourne Braves tie this ball game up with an RBI single from Oscar Serratos that scores Tyler Fitzgerald.
Blaine McCormick from Arizona State, great job. Have a great rest of the summer here at Bourne with the Braves. And you got a home run for your first at-bat. you don't know how lucky you are amongst the fraternity of hometown announcers. Back in a moment.